it says media percentage before, and that says conservative talk radio. The little slice there is 10%. And the 90% says liberal newspapers, liberal broadcast, liberal cable, liberal books, liberal news, liberal editorial content, magazines, publishers, colleges, 90%. And then it says on the right, media percent after, all media 100% liberal. Now that's overstated, and but do you see the war, the ideological war that goes on in opinion in America and has been going on for a long time? So it begs the question, how do we get fairness in broadcasting? I think that, Jaden, it might have been you, asked about that chart that we showed where it showed all the different outlets and everything. Well, I went and found an updated version. And so here, this chart kind of shows where the outlets, the broadcast outlets in America are. Now, up top it says all the ratings are based on online content only. This isn't TV, print, radio content. But these are the companies that the sample that they surveyed are consuming only online. So it's like going to their websites or hearing a podcast or whatever online. And you'll notice they have center, left, and right, and obviously to varying degrees either side. So if you'll notice, this is what, according to a survey, and a pretty good sample of I think they surveyed 1,200 people in January of 2021. So it's 4 months ago. And this is the consensus. This is perception. This isn't based on multi-partisan scientific analysis, but it's based on perception. And like it says up top, ratings do not reflect accuracy. Credibility has nothing to do with it. This is just the way people perceive these outlets to be. Now, you may or may not disagree with that, but it's pretty interesting. Down the center, AP stands for Associated Press, which is an organization where news directors or newsrooms all across America, and most of those companies you see up there, all contribute to a pool to put AP stories, which then newspapers and outlets across the country, you can't afford to go out and research and report every story yourself. So you're a member of the Associated Press, so then reporters in different markets will file stories in, and you pick those up and either broadcast those or reprint them, right? That's what the Associated Press is. Axios, BBC, of course, that's in England, British Broadcasting Corporation, Christian Science Monitor, so on, Newsweek, NPR, Politico, Real Clear Politics, Politico is left. The Hill, USA Today, and so forth. Now, I don't personally agree with that, but that's what the survey of perception, bless you, found of the 1,200 plus people that they surveyed. So that's interesting. Then on the right, there's Fox News, and you have Newsmax, and the New York Post, and the Washington Times, and the Wall Street Journal opinion section, where Wall Street Journal news was considered to be in the middle. But their opinion section, and the good news is that they make it clear when it's opinion and not news. The problem is some outlets try to hide behind their opinion, and they present it as news. Dateline and the whole thing like it's a news story, but it really has a lot of opinion interspersed within the story itself. And then there's considered very right or far right, Fox's opinion, Daily Wire, The Blaze, CBN, Daily Caller, OAN, Newsmax opinion. Okay, so now on the left, look at that, ABC, CBS, and NBC all lean left, and I would agree with that. But see, the public now agrees that they do lean left. They call them the alphabet networks, right? The Associated Press political and fact check. Those articles are perceived as being to the left, and I would agree with that. AP is, if anything, leans to the left. It doesn't lean to the right, in my opinion. Bloomberg, The Guardian. The Guardian is from Great Britain as well. New York Times News. New York Times is left, NPR is left, Politico is left, Time, Newsweek, all those are to the left. Yahoo News. Then BuzzFeed. You know, I read a lot of articles on BuzzFeed, but it definitely is left. There's no question about it. You know, Daily Beast is very left. Huffington Post is very left. Mother Jones is uber left. I mean, by most accounts. And of course, Slate and Locks and all the rest of them. So it's interesting when people look at this, because you either disagree or agree with it. Are there any of those that you personally, in your opinion, would move around or put in a different category or a column?
What does left and right mean again? What does left and right mean again?
Well, left is liberal, right? I mean, correct. And right is conservative. And do you know the difference between liberal and conservative? Conservative, the word means I want to, or one would want to conserve or preserve or maintain what's been established. It's kind of like keep the status quo. Doesn't mean you can't improve it, but it means you don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. You want to kind of keep. Conservatives in America want to keep foundationally the